What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Minute Man Movie Review. I am your host. You can call me Alex, and today I'm going to be reviewing what may possibly be the best movie of the year so far. I am talking about the movie Air, directed by Ben Affleck. Quick little backstory on this movie. This movie is about how Michael Jordan basically revolutionized the shoe game for future athletes to come. He was the first athlete to get a signature shoe with a major shoe brand, which obviously was Nike, and how Nike was not what Nike is today, how they were fighting with Converse and Adidas to become the #1 shoe in basketball, and how they were able to land Michael Jordan to get him his own sneaker deal with Nike, and the rest was history after that, obviously. But now, this is not a basketball movie. It's not a documentary about Michael Jordan or anything like that. Just know that going into the movie. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Like I said in the intro, to me personally, this is by far the best movie I've seen so far this year. Hands down. I mean, from beginning to end, it was a spectacular movie. Now, I want to start off by talking about the performances from the actors. It was, like I said, directed by Ben Affleck, but he also starred in the movie. So you had Ben Affleck.
Killed it.
Matt Damon, who was basically the star, the lead of the movie.
Killed it.
You had Chris Tucker in there. I never thought I'd see him in this type of role. He was kind of the comedic relief in the movie, but also it was a very serious role.
He killed it.
Marlon Wayans was in there.
He killed it.
You had Jason Bateman.
Killed it.
Viola Davis.
Killed it.
Every single person in this movie did a fantastic job. I mean, there wasn't one person that didn't hold their own weight. One of the things that was really impressive in this movie was from start to finish, you really felt like you were in the 80s. I mean, from the music to the fashion, everything around, like the scenery, the computer, like everything just looked like you were completely transformed. From the beginning of the movie, you were completely transformed into the 80s. It was perfect. This movie has sort of like a Remember the Titans feel to it, like a feel good. Like towards the end of the movie, I was sitting there, I had goosebumps. There were so many parts in the movie where it was cool to see because everybody knows Michael Jordan's story. So going into the movie, you're going back to 1984 before all this Michael Jordan thing, knowing what we know, but what they didn't know is what made the movie so great. Like the whole time you're knowing, okay, Nike obviously lands Michael Jordan, but something like a part of you almost wanted to be like, man, I don't think they're gonna end up landing Michael Jordan. Like it was the strangest thing. Like I was expecting to go into it like, okay, well, we know this. I know the story of the shoe. I knew everything that was gonna happen in the movie basically, but there was still a part of me that was like, man, I have no idea how they're gonna end up landing. Because obviously I wasn't in the rooms with them when they were landing Michael Jordan. I don't know what the negotiations were. I didn't know any of that stuff, but I was so intrigued. Like every time you think they got him and then something happens, like it was just an emotional roller coaster throughout the entire film. I was just so blown away by that movie. It was funny. Matt Damon absolutely killed his role. I had to go back to Matt Damon real quick because he's basically driving this entire movie. He's the guy that saw something in Michael Jordan and took basically Nike was not on the NBA players coming into the draft in the 80s. Nike was not the first choice of any NBA player back then. So Matt Damon's character was the one that took the initiative. He saw something in Michael Jordan. He knew what he was going to become and he went after him full force, and Matt Damon's character was absolutely amazing. Now for my rating of this movie, I thought about this. This is probably the one that I've thought about the most because it's probably the highest rating that I've given so far since I started doing these videos. So I'm gonna give this one a strong 9.3 out of 10. This movie was absolutely amazing. I'm not even gonna nitpick anything in the movie because to me, from beginning to end, I was so intrigued. I was locked in the entire time. There was absolutely no dry spots. I want everybody, if you're out there and you haven't been to the movies in a while or you're a big movie goer, take some time out when this movie comes out in theaters. Take your girlfriend, take your wife, your husband. I don't care if you're into Michael Jordan, if you're into sports. This is not a sports movie. It's just a fantastic movie that just so happens to be revolved around Michael Jordan. Go out and see this movie as soon as it comes out. You're gonna have a great time when you go out and see this movie. I guarantee it. I can't say enough good things about this movie. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this review. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the comments, the likes, all the feedback. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully we continue to grow this thing together, and I will see you guys in the next review, and I will catch y'all in a minute. Peace.
I don't want no minute man.